Hey everybody, it is Sydney. I am here today for our Monday art and meditation session. What we're doing today, because it is superhero week, we are doing superhero affirmations. So I have some examples. So if you've ever seen like the superhero emblems, like Superman has the big S on his chest, all of the superheroes have their own little symbols or whatever. I also did one like this where we would be writing words on them. And then the affirmation part is going to be that we write positive things about ourselves on the back. So, affirmations are a great way to motivate yourself, and we are going to learn a little bit more about them when we start working on our project for the day. So, what we're going to need is construction paper, which I have here. Sorry, my cat wants to be a part of our activity for the day. So, you need construction paper, scissors. If you are going to cut out your paper, you can also, if you don't have scissors, you could just make a big one on your piece of construction paper. Sorry, my pets are being very loud. And then you need either markers, or I also have colored pencils. You could also use crayons or even just pens or pencils. So anything to write with. And then you might want some tape or like a glue stick or glue if you want to do two different colors like I did here. Awesome. So that is all we need to get started. Before we do our actual affirmations, I'm going to read a book. So this book is called Even Superheroes Have Bad Days. And it's pretty good. So we're going to read that first before we do our affirmations. So let's get started. When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they have a bad day, they could use superpowers to kick, punch, and pound. They could shriek, they could screech with an ear-pitching sound. They could crush wooden crates and bend metal gates. They could throw trucks and buses across several states. They could knock over buildings like towers of blocks and crumble the streets into rubble and rocks. They could use laser eyes to ignite forest fires or fling boomerangs to deflate the town's tires. See that? But upset superheroes have all sorts of choices instead of destruction and loud, livid voices. They burn angry steam off with speed of light hiking or super extreme outer space mountain biking. They race to the rescue of people in need and delight in the joy of a super good deed. They hatch super plans to help banish world sadness, building fabulous theme parks for giggles and gladness. They chase wanted bad guys with supercharged zing, dragging hundreds to jail while police dance and sing. They track down and tame super menacing beasts and transform pity parties to victory feasts. But displeased superheroes who don't feel serene could have super temptation to cause a bad scene. They could blast icy blizzards on hot afternoons or walloping twisters and monster typhoons. They could spin super webs super far, super sticky, and tangle up towns with their silk super icky. They could rotate the planet and mess up world time. Or sit back and relax while the world fills with crime. When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they've had a bad day. They could super rampage, they could, but they don't, because real superheroes just wouldn't. They won't. Instead, they dig down to their super best part, the strong superpowers contained in their heart. And using their talents as true heroes should, they battle the urge to do harm, though they could. They acknowledge their sorrow, their anger, their pain, as they wait for their super emotions to wane. See them all meditating? It's okay if they frown. It's okay if they sigh. It's even okay if they slump down and cry. But then they get up and get on with their day. Saving the world in their most super way. And then look at them at the end, having a little campfire. The end. Awesome. So these are the superheroes. These are a couple of them. Magnifique, Screecher, Typhoon, and Icky. And then the other ones are Beastie, Zing, Thrash, and Laserman. So that's an awesome book. I love reading that book. It's a really good lesson to know that even superheroes have bad days. And instead of throwing temper tantrums and becoming really upset and using their superpowers to do bad, they use it still to do good. Like we saw on that page when they were just meditating, they just take a break and do what they need to do, and then they can go back to being awesome superheroes. So I love that book. Again, it's called Superheroes Have Bad Days. So now let's start with our affirmations. So affirmation is really just a big word to say that means saying nice things about yourself. So for example, on this one, I wrote, I am fearless. Fearless means that I just don't have any fear. I'm not afraid of anything, and I'm really powerful. So that's an affirmation that you can say to yourself. Affirmations are a really great way to keep yourself motivated and to keep yourself having a positive outlook, which can be really hard sometimes, especially when we're having a bad day. So when we're having a bad day, we can say these affirmations to ourselves and remind ourselves that, yes, I am fearless. I am super. I'm powerful. So we're going to make little superhero emblems today to remind ourselves of that. So the first thing you have to do is to cut a shape out of your construction paper. So I'm going to use orange, and I'm going to cut a big a superhero emblem out of here. It doesn't matter what shape you want to do. It can be anything. Make sure if you need help cutting that you get an adult to help you out. All right. So once you cut it out, again, you can do two colors like I did on this one if you want, and layer them on top of each other. Or you can just do one color and use your coloring tools to add some color to it. So I cut out my shape, and now I'm going to decorate the front of it. So you can decorate it however you want. I am going to color on mine and some with my colored pencils. So you can decorate it if you have a superhero name. You can write that on there, or you can just decorate it with whatever. You could also write some words on the front if you would like I wrote super on this one. All right. So I wrote Super Sydney on mine. That's my name, so I think that would be a good superhero name for me. And I'm just gonna decorate it, color it in, make it look pretty. Because you want to have an awesome superhero emblem, just like all of your favorite superheroes do. Maybe you want to draw your favorite animal on it. You could be like Spider-Man and have a creature on it like the spider, or Batman, whatever you want to do. You could also just write or draw things that you're good at. So maybe if you were a superhero, you'd be even better at basketball or dancing or whatever. You could draw that on there too. All right, so I just finished coloring on the front of mine. So I have my Super Sydney superhero emblem. So now the next step is to write your affirmations on the back. So finish up your front, and then we will move on to what we're going to put on the back of our emblems, which is going to be our actual affirmations. So there's a ton of different ways you can do affirmations. You can be talking about things that you're good at. So you could say, I'm a really good friend. I am a really good big sister. I really love spending time with my friends and family. Or you could write, I'm really good at soccer. I'm a really good dancer or singer. Something like that. You could also write, like I did on mine, a word that makes you feel really powerful or really super. So, like this one, I wrote, I am fearless. You could write, I am powerful. I am strong. I am exciting. I'm funny. I'm happy. I'm silly. There are so many different words you could use. So I'm going to draw on mine, and I'm going to write a few words. So you can do like a list, or you could just write one word like I have on this one. Or I'm going to, on this one, write a list. So I'm going to say like I am, and then I'm going to write a bunch of different words. So I did like this. I put I am, and then I'm going to make my list of affirmation words. So let's think. I'm going to say, I am strong. And if you need help thinking of words or spelling out words, you could ask an adult or a big sister, big brother, to give you some help with that. So, I just made a little list of my affirmations. So on mine, I wrote, I am strong, I am powerful, I'm funny, and I am loving. So those are just 4 words that I thought of immediately. And the way that you can use these is, now that you have them on a sheet of paper, you can hang this up in your room, or have it maybe by your bed or by your sink where you brush your teeth in the morning. And then every morning you can look at it and you can say your affirmations to yourself and get yourself started for an awesome day, and to make yourself feel really motivated and really powerful. So we're going to practice that together. So we're going to do my affirmations, which I know are also true for all of you. So what you're going to do is you're going to repeat after me. I'm going to read it out loud, and then I want you to say the affirmation. You can close your eyes if that's going to make you focus a little more. You can look at yourself in the mirror so that you're telling yourself these positive things. Let's get started. So let's start with, I am strong. So repeat after me. I am strong. I am powerful. I am funny. I am loving. I am fearless. So just repeat those words, repeat what you wrote on your own, and those are great ways to motivate yourself throughout your day. And remember about our book that we read. Superheroes also have bad days. We all have bad days. We all have times when we may not feel our best selves. We may not feel powerful. We may not feel strong or funny or feel like we have a lot of friends. But you can look back at your superhero affirmations and think about how good of a friend you are. Maybe you could also draw on these like a time where you were really strong or powerful. And then you can always remember that. So for me, maybe for saying I am funny, I don't always feel like I'm funny. So maybe I could write or draw about a time that I was funny and all my friends laughed at my joke, a really funny joke that I made. Or someone told me, hey, Sydney, you're my funniest friend. And you can write that down and really remember that how great you felt when someone said that to you. So we made our superhero affirmations today. You guys were awesome. Again, make as many of these as you want. Put them all over your house and remind yourself all the time how awesome you are, because you guys are all awesome. You're all of these things. And I really appreciate you guys joining me today. I will be back next Monday for another art and meditation session in the theme of our next week of summer programming here at Get Your Play Online. So thank you guys for joining me. I want to hear all of your best affirmations in the comments. I will write mine in the comments as well. And if you guys need help spelling or anything like that. And I will see you guys next Monday. Bye.